Coral reefs are extremely important to our entire island and the ecosystem, the marine ecosystem surrounding our island. So to protect those means a future for us, ultimately. And so to be able to go out every day and see and monitor how the coral is doing and what we can do and what the public can do as well to help conserve those reefs is just something that's really important to me. My name is Megan Ehman. I've been in Cayman now 13 and a half years, and the ocean is entirely what keeps me here. It's gorgeous here, and I love being able to protect it and work here and live here at the same time. So I work at the Department of Environment on coral restoration, so we're out every day. There's a disease called stony coral tissue loss disease here. So we're treating those corals with antibiotics, making sure they stay as healthy as they can, and trying to stop the disease from spreading any further than it has. And yeah, we've got a coral nursery that we look after, growing corals from fragments to then eventually replant onto the reef and repopulate coral populations. My favorite place is a dive site on the north wall called Black Rock Canyon. And I remember going there when I was probably about 18 years old for the first time with Ocean Frontiers. And it was just the best dive I had ever been on in my entire life. And I had been diving since I was 12 or 13 years old. It's basically a giant cliff that goes off. And I remember I saw the biggest loggerhead of my entire life, probably the size of my body. And it just turned and came straight towards me. And it was like this mix of excitement and fear, having this massive dinosaur-looking thing come at you. But it was amazing. And then 3 different sharks swimming around, barracuda at the time, which I was very scared of and don't like those. But it was just the best dive site I've ever been to. And so now when I go back to it, I just sit in between these 2 giant coral fingers, and you can just hover there and just watch these sharks swirling around you, and it's just this magical, peaceful experience. I think that was the first northern site I've been to, and I had dove west and east, all sides of the island, but I noticed that that is where the most coral was. So seeing that amount of coral and that amount of life on that site, and then with this coral disease, it's wiped away a lot of it. It's still, I would say, one of the most healthy reefs on the island, but it has been quite sad seeing how the reef has just declined in that area. But at the same time, it's exciting that I get to work and conserve sites like that mean so much to me. Cemetery Beach actually used to be my favorite site. I used to use it as a meditation spot because it's only like 10 feet of water in most spots, so I'd take the tank and I would just sit on the bottom and just watch all the fish around me, or like a nurse shark swimming through, and just sit there for half an hour and see whatever I could see. And it was just a meditation for me. It was really cool. I guess just know how important our marine ecosystems are to our survival. I think a lot of people don't realize the direct links that coral reefs have towards our well-being. So to realize that, you know, don't litter into the sea, watch what you're doing in the sea, don't touch the coral, use reef-safe sunscreen, little things like that that the public can also be making a difference on top of what other scientists are doing to also make a difference. Coral reefs actually only making up 1% of the entire world's oceans. It holds 25% of all the biodiversity. So to protect that means protecting a huge amount of biodiversity, which is going to continue to lead to healthier oceans across the world.